stand by.
Three, two, one, roll the intro.
We're live on air.
New coach on the block? I'm Bailey Porium, and now that football season is back in, you may notice a new face on the sidelines. And I'm not talking about head football coach Joe Moorhead.
The Twitter controversy is becoming an issue, and Donald Trump is weighing in on the situation with Nike and Colin Kaepernick. But he's not the only one. Mallory Bird on what students at Mississippi State have to say about it.
We begin tonight with an ongoing investigation.
Last weekend, someone took friendly football competition too far, and MSU police need your help.
The iconic bully statue in the Junction was vandalized between 5 p.m. Friday and 5 a.m. Saturday. MSU police tweeted these pictures Tuesday morning. The statue is seen spray painted red with Woo Pig and the date November 17th painted on the sides. November 17th is the date the Bulldogs are set to play the Arkansas Razorbacks at Davis Wade Stadium. Officials have asked that anyone with information on this contact the MSU Police Department. Police have also tweeted a reminder to the public that the Golden Triangle Crime Stoppers offers a cash reward for tips that lead to an arrest.
Many social media users across the country, and even President Trump, have not held back when it comes to expressing their opinions about the new Colin Kaepernick Nike campaign.
As Tate 30's Mallory Bird explains, some in our area are doing the same.
Different direction.
So don't ask if your dreams are crazy. Ask if they're crazy enough.
After the ad, this meme says, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. Just do it by Nike." Many people praised Colin for standing up, but others did not.
Mississippi State's Morgan Gray is actually pretty disturbed about it.
And basically a wildfire on social media, because basically a lot of racist people are people who do not like the fact that Colin Kaepernick is being supported by Nike, are really showing their true colors.
Trump tweeted his opinion saying, "Wow, NFL first game ratings were way down over an already really bad last year comparison. Viewership declined 13%, the lowest in over a decade. If the players stood proudly for our flag and anthem and it is all shown on broadcast, maybe ratings could come back. Otherwise, worse." As the days go on, people are continuing to burn Nike products and voice their personal opinions on this issue. Plenty of other memes and posts have been made as well. This is Mallory Bird reporting for Take 30 News.
According to some reports, Nike received $43 million in media exposure in just 24 hours after launching the campaign. Coming up, a new stage for students on campus.
And a warning from police about a possible phone scam. This is Take 30 News. Stay with us.
A baby's arrival can be one of the most exciting times in a family's life. It can also be one of the most anxious, especially if the child's development is hindered by medical challenges that create more questions than answers. At Mississippi State University, we're groundbreakers in the study of CHARGE syndrome, a genetic condition that leads to a host of life-threatening birth defects. Our research teams are uncovering breakthroughs in treatment and prevention with a goal of greater understanding that leads to better care. We're also providing crucial support resources for parents and helping physicians around the globe gain awareness so symptoms can be detected and addressed earlier. By engaging in this innovative analysis and therapy, we're not only improving outcomes, we're unlocking brighter futures.
An old building gets a new lease on life. You may remember the old YMCA building as the post office on campus, but it's now home to Student Affairs Administration. In this building, students can relax and cool off from the weather, play games, and study. Administrators are enjoying the move, saying the change is more convenient for students as the YMCA building sits across from the Covert Student Union. Dr. Regina Hyatt is the Vice President of Student Affairs.
Love the building, but love the space. Only thing that I hope for is that more students hang out here on the second floor in this great lobby that we have that's really comfortable, nice furniture that they can relax on, or that they can sit on the rocking chairs on the front porch.
The price of partying is going up, and you won't believe who chooses that price. Drifters bartender Cody North tells us it's the bouncers who decide the cost of the cover. Recently, bars in the Cotton District have been charging covers during game day and busy weekends. North says the bigger the crowd, the higher the cover, and it's the bouncers who get a cut of that cover.
It's 2 days before. We'll talk to the security guards, and most of the time the security guards are the ones that decide what the cover will be and what they want it to be, so they get a chip off that. In Starkville, you can go to Oxford and you can pay $60 to $80 for a cover. In Starkville, covers are going to range around $10 to $20 and probably won't go up in the next 5 to 10 years.
Weeknights, you'll still be able to get in for free. Police are warning Starkville residents about a local phone scam. The Starkville Police Department tweeted reminding people that Starkville Utilities does not call residents or businesses to collect payments. The same kind of calls were reported back in June, and if you receive one of these phone calls, you should not provide the caller any information and contact the police department immediately. This is National Suicide Prevention Week, and MSU's Department of Health Promotion and Wellness is getting the word out. The organization started the week by displaying 1,100 backpacks on the MSU drill field to represent the number of college students who are victims of suicide each year. On Wednesday, the organization provided free anonymous mental health screenings. Student counseling services are available for all MSU students and can be reached 24/7 by calling 662-325-2091. In other campus news, Music Maker Productions is sponsoring its annual Battle of the Bands competition tonight. 4 bands will battle it out in Lee Hall's Bettersworth Auditorium at 7 p.m. The winning prize, a contract to open for Bulldog Bash 2018. The 4 bands were selected to compete after a first round of voting done by fans on the Music Maker Productions Facebook page. Tonight, there will be judges who determine the winner. May the best band win. Up next, it's an issue that students can't seem to stop talking about. That's after the break. This is Take 30 News.
We all depend on accurate weather forecasts to plan our day. That's why Mississippi State University is teaching students to forecast the future using real-world news sets as classrooms, putting scientific discoveries in meteorology to the test, while honing on-air reporting skills real-time with local TV stations. And we do it so well that at any given moment across the country, 1 in 3 weather forecasts are being delivered by MSU-trained meteorologists who are helping people make crucial decisions that impact their safety, working to ensure business continuity, and in many cases, saving lives. Predicting the future? That's what we're preparing for every single day so that you can prepare for your day.
Welcome back. Students are upset that they cannot find a parking spot to make it to class on time, and one student turned to his Twitter feed to share his experiences, and the response was not what he expected.
Student Ben Clark tweeted on the first week of school about his experience trying to find parking. Lots of others joined in on the conversation, bashing the school's parking situation. I hop on the phone with other Mississippi universities just to compare how bad parking at MSU actually is. I spoke with MSU's Parking and Transit Services Director, Jeremiah Dumas, about their issues here on campus.
When people park out of zone, it creates a problem with everyone else because they take up spaces that are properly allocated for those without permits.
On our campus, we have a total of about 14,000 parking spaces.
That includes commuter east, commuter west, commuter north, commuter south, resident north and south, Greek north and south, and then staff.
When it comes down to the dollar, MSU sits at the bottom of the charts.
We have the lowest price permits. I mean, the school to our north, for example, their residential permits are $350, ours are half.
So I decided to call the school up north just to see how they run things in Oxford. I spoke with Director Mike Harris of Parking and Transportation Services at the University of Mississippi, and he stated that they have 13,557 total spots on campus. So a little less than us, but a major difference that Mr. Harris makes between the two is that they sell their commuter parking tickets to a 2.41 ratio. That means 2.5 people are fighting for a single spot on their campus every day. When it comes down to the numbers, MSU has it pretty nice here parking-wise. But for future reference, Mr. Dumas debunks one of MSU's biggest myths of every year.
You know, the myth that you can park wherever you wish the first week of school is just simply not true. That creates the chaos that we have experienced over the last 2 weeks because people are quite frankly parking everywhere.
So if you want to make it to class on time, park in your correct zones and there should be no more problems. I also spoke with the University of Southern Mississippi, and they had to end the phone interview early because a customer could be heard through the phone cussing and yelling.
New is the news, and after the break, a new intramural policy and a new coach at Mississippi State. Take 30 Sports is next.
We all depend on accurate weather forecasts to plan our day. That's why Mississippi State University is teaching students to forecast the future using real-world news sets as classrooms, putting scientific discoveries in meteorology to the test, while honing on-air reporting skills real-time with local TV stations. And we do it so well that at any given moment across the country, 1 in 3 weather forecasts are being delivered by MSU-trained meteorologists who are helping people make crucial decisions that impact their safety, working to ensure business continuity, and in many cases, saving lives. Predicting the future? That's what we're preparing for every single day so that you can prepare for your day.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. After fighting through an hour and 15-minute rain delay, the Mississippi State soccer team went head-to-head with Louisiana Tech.
MSU played spectacular defense against Louisiana Tech. They in the first half knotted up scoreless. It wasn't surprising when the rain began again, and the Bulldogs scored their first goal. Miranda Carrasco assisted the corner kick to Brooke McKee. She scored the first goal in the 60th minute of the match. The next two goals came in less than a minute from each other as both Courtney Ropicho and Nia Johnson scored for the Bulldogs. The final non-conference 3-0 win marks their best start since 2012 as they're entering the conference an undefeated 7-0. MSU soccer head coach Tom Agonist spoke with Take 30 after the game. Today was bigger than most, and we're really happy with what we did. We scored a few goals, so we're really pleased with today. All our wins are really important, and today was just bigger than most.
It is now easier to play your favorite sports on campus. This year, the Sanderson implemented a new way of registering to avoid problems they faced in the past. Instead of a team rate, individuals now have to purchase a play pass. A policy competitive sports coordinator Stephen Knix says is much better from his previous years.
And we had one captain who said they spent up to $300 to play intramurals and didn't get a single dime from his teammates. And so that's where we were like, no, we don't think anybody should have to pay $300 just to play sports. So we did this play pass where now that person only has to pay $25 for the year and they get to play as many sports as possible.
Knix says they have already reached 1/3 of their goal for the year with 1,300 students signed up so far.
There's a new face on the sidelines of Davis Wade Stadium this season, and I'm not talking about head football coach Joe Moorhead. Instead of driving into the end zone, this coach is focused on driving fan enthusiasm. My colleague Bailey Plume has the story.
The Palmero Center is known as being a site for the Mississippi State football and baseball team to practice during inclement weather. But starting this fall, a new team has started practicing here, thanks in part to a new coach.
Chris Opheim is the newest spirit coordinator and cheer coach for the Mississippi State cheer teams. His hire comes following the move of the spirit program from under student affairs to the marketing department under athletics. The previous coach, Melissa Nichols, was released after the move was announced. Opheim previously coached at Washington State University and is excited to be a part of an SEC school so rich in tradition.
A desire to be a part of the SEC at this level, at this position, and to be someplace special that I have known about as far as the cowbells, Davis Wade Stadium, the hump, the dude, all of these things. And so it was just a desire to be a part of it.
Opheim also thinks his experience will help the Bulldogs in building the program.
I've been instructing cheerleading safety and skills and technique since 2003, as well as 8 years of coaching. The plans are to make the program more engaging to the fans, to do skills that entertain them, to lead cheers that are interactive with the fans, bring the spirit squads, the cheerleaders, the pom squad, bully, to bring them more to the fans and put a little bit more limelight on those squads and what they do throughout the years.
Nichols and the other two previous coaches were not rehired after the transition.
Next on Take 30 News, we have a twist. Stay with us.
You know the scene in those popular TV crime shows when the investigators show up? The one where they scratch their heads while trying to figure out who committed the homicide and when? At Mississippi State University, we're solving mysteries behind real-life crime scenes with forensic research that's a first of its kind. Teaming with microbiologists from around the country, we're examining microscopic bacteria that can help solve real murders. So far, our partnership with a major metropolitan medical examiner is yielding results with more than 200 real-life crime samples analyzed. We're learning how microbiomes change and relocate, uncovering evidence in criminal investigations by better pinpointing time of death. Way more exciting than being a TV detective. We're finding crucial answers when they're needed most. Solving mysteries with science, that's worth watching.
Commuters to campus know the struggle of finding a parking spot, and Take 30's Luke Lutz got a first-hand account of their frustrations.
Students noticed this lack of parking on campus, and many took their complaints online, tweeting or even posting videos about their frustrations.
The stupid thing is, there's not enough parking and they oversell passes.
To ensure that these complaints were legitimately felt across campus, I took to the drill field to get a closer look and ask students how they really feel about parking.
Do you commute to campus? Yes. How do you feel about parking? It's going to get a lot better in a week whenever I start going to class.
It's horrible. I actually kind of just opted out on not even buying parking pass this year.
Parking's pretty slim. It's kind of hard to find a parking spot sometimes, but, you know, it's to be expected with 20,000 people on campus.
It's horrible. It's like it's no parking spots nowhere.
I get here and there's like not very many places and people are just driving around.
I leave my house at 7:15 and I get a parking spot like 7:45.
Well, the parking here is ridiculous, and I think that they need to do something about it because, like, students are coming here. Even if you get here about 8 o'clock, you cannot find a park, and they are putting more buildings in. And I love them beautifying the campus, but we need parks, and please help us with parking. Thank you so much.
It's just struggle to park, for sure.
Almost everyone had some complaint about parking. Almost everyone.
I commute. I'm in East parking lot.
And how is that? Like, what's that experience like?
It's fine. I've been finding parking spots pretty easy. It's not that bad.
Really? Okay.
With almost everyone lashing out at the apparent lack of parking, I, as an investigative journalist, tasked myself with seeing just how long it would take to find a parking spot. Good morning. It is 9:25. I live probably 5 minutes off of campus, so hopefully I get a parking spot. For my 10 o'clock class in the next 30 minutes. So let's see if those complaints that people had were legitimate. Okay, so update. Yes, we are now officially on campus. It is 9:29, and I don't know, things are going pretty smoothly. We are about to now enter the West Commuter Zone, and again, parking, there's little to no traffic right now. But I'm seeing a lot of cars driving in circles. Oh, no, it's just it's a Prius. It's a little Prius. I got a dog cage in the back of your truck. They're wild for that. Look, how is that one truck so big it's hiding another truck? Now I'm gonna try, this is the smallest West Commuter parking lot. There's one more after this that I could try, but I can see it and it's looking pretty full. We're going up, this is the hidden back West Commuter area. Not very many people know about it. You know, it's probably a good 5-6 minute walk from my class, but I think it'll be okay. This is looking good. This is a staff parking spot. Never mind. This is another red light. 9:43. Class in 13 minutes. That doesn't include whatever walk I have to make. I thought he was leaving. This is same Prius. I'm definitely gonna be late for class right now. I'm going to the Campus Trails guest parking lot. I'm going to walk to campus. It's 9:54. I will definitely be late for class. Parked at 9:57. Not on campus. Simply put, I was shocked. Even after 30 minutes of driving around campus, I was unable to get a spot. I decided to visit Parking Services Ronnie White and bring up the claims of overselling parking permits.
Spots are oversold, but not at the rate that is being reported on Twitter and social media.
Though the overselling claims were true to some extent, there's good news. White mentioned plans to start construction on new lots.
There's actually 2 projects that that's already been approved. There'll be a new north parking garage, which will be right across from the Sanderson Center, and there'll be a 385 surface lot go in on Stone Boulevard right there by Fresh Food.
So, though your parking woes may continue, whether your car is big, small, old, or new, Ronnie White and Parking Services are taking steps to help you find that spot.
Welcome back. While people across the country have eyes on Hurricane Florence, things here are a bit calmer. There were some isolated showers across the viewing area today, but on campus, weather was nice. The student meteorologist at MSU Campus Connect predicted things will likely stay calm across our area, with highs and lows in 90s over the next many days. Right now, the weekend looks good, but it did just rain. While so many focus on Florence, we have some good news in the tropical aftermath. While the storm interrupted the corn harvest, the MSU Extension Service is reporting little to no damage to our local corn crops. The storm brought lots of rain to our area, but few winds.
That's all the time we have here at Take 30 News. I'm Bailey Poyum.
And I'm Amber Dodd. Good night.